Tonight, we're remembering the high-ranking state official who investigators believe Watson killed. Co-workers say she always gave people a second chance.
That's right. News Channel 5's Brandon Marshall is with us now to share some memories of Debra Johnson. What are people saying, Brandon?
And Rory and Vicky, those who knew Debra Johnson say she was one of the nicest people to work at the TDOC. At times, she drank coffee with the inmates. People also remember attending TSU's homecoming with her every year. Her death breaks the hearts of many, including one lifelong friend.
We had a short time with Debra.
For 38 years, Debra Johnson moved up the ranks in the Tennessee Department of Correction. But even before becoming a top state official, longtime friend Herman Patton went to elementary and high school with her.
We was friends. We played together in the yards together, on the streets out there in the neighborhood we was growing up. But you could always tell there was something special about Debra.
For 2 decades, she drove more than 2 hours from West Tennessee, where she lived, for work to attend church with her 7 grandchildren in Nashville.
When she come in, she was ready to work, bringing a grandchild in hand.
Officials believe Curtis Watson killed Johnson at the West Tennessee State Penitentiary. After hearing the news, Patton broke down.
She never talked bad about the inmates where she was at, never talked bad about her. I can't think of nobody in church that ever said anything bad about Debra.
He says Johnson was firm but fair in everything she did. As officials continued the search for Watson, Patton prays Johnson's family gets justice. She leaves behind 3 children, 7 grandkids, and 2 siblings.
Never worked a day in her life because this was a hobby to her. She enjoyed what she did.
He said Johnson always wanted to make sure people had a second chance. And Johnson was 64 years old. She was supposed to retire in December from the Tennessee Department of Correction, and instead of celebrating her retirement, her family now has to plan her funeral. Rory?